Welcome back to Dallas, Texas. It's the All-Star Classic. East 2, West, or East 3, West 2. West trying to tie this one up here in game number 6. And let's take a look at the West Coast lineup. There at the far end, you got Neighbor sitting next to him with the blonde hair. That's Fear itself. Next to him, Roy is back on the main stage. And at the far end, we got his twin brother, Lunchbox. Then over on the blue side, Victor X sitting in seat number 1. Again, he's smiling, feeling good. Ogre 2 also had a great performance in game number 5. And then next to him, you got Flame Sword rocking the status quo headset. And the far end, his teammate, it's Enable. Here we go, guys. Game number 6. Capture the flag on the pit. And Tom, you were talking during the commercial. Very interesting how the coaches are picking these lineups here.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see, Tawi put the old 5K lineup with Neighbor instead of Hokum. So that's a pretty interesting pick there. And then Bravo has the 2 Final Boss members and the 2 SQ members. So
little coaching duel right now.
Yeah.
Bravo winning by 1. Here we go. Game number 6. It's capture the flag on the pit. Awesome game type. First team to capture 3 flags. We got snipers at each bases, the rockets in the middle, and that overshield that pops every 2 minutes here. It's the All-Star Classic, so strategy is a little bit unconventional in this, but at the start of this game, Tom, give me your prediction.
Well, Neighbor's going to go snipe, and I think that he's going to get some blains here.
Right now, we've got Fear itself on your screen. He's trying to lock down rockets while Lunchbox he naded himself going for the overshield. The nade bounced off the Ovi and it took him down. And Fear
really
going for the sneaky move. And Neighbor is going to get 2 shots on him as Fear cleans up the beatdown. Great teamwork out of 2 guys who aren't on the same team.
Yeah, Fear made a really nice push right there by going in, and he saw the rockets weren't going to be, in his favor, and he went and helped that overshield right there and took out Enable.
And Fear's going to go down as 3 members of West are taken out. Flamesword heating up with a sniper rifle for the East Coast. Didn't expect to see him rocking this weapon.
Yeah, I did not expect that either. I didn't even know he had a good sniper.
Well, all of these guys just can do everything with every weapon. Flame just barely missing shots on Roy. 1 left, 1 right.
And you'll see Flame actually communicates when he has snipe, which is like one of the most important things. He's communicating with Victory right now, telling him where people are. Obviously even goes back and takes out his VR and takes out Neighbor right there. So, just because he has the snipe doesn't mean he can sit there and, stop communicating, which is one of the great things about Flame.
And a minute and 10 seconds into the game, Victory X has not died, and he's putting in flag number 1 for the East Coast.
Staying alive, man. Victory X, that's what he does. He's very sneaky, one of the sneakiest players in the game.
Yo, Fear gets shut down by Flame Sword. And now we got Victory X making his way back towards the training side. Gotta love his play so far. He and Flame Sword really working well together at this point. And you got Ogre 2 setting up for flag number 2 here for the East Coast.
And I believe Flamesword actually requested to have this team formed. He said, I always thought about making 3 teams, and I always wanted to be with Ogre 2 and Victory X, and why not have Enable there? He's incredible.
Solid lineup in my eyes.
Enable's a similar player to Victory X, actually. They both, do a really good job of keeping their shields and not challenging when they're supposed to. So this is a really interesting lineup because you have 2 communicators in Ogre 2 and Flame, and then you have 2 people that stay alive and take really good direction and take good angles.
Now talk to me about the communication with these guys. We hear it during the Astro listen-ins, but you players know it better than anyone else. Who, if you could pick any of the guys competing in the All-Star Classic, who would you want on your team as your number 1 communicator?
I'd say Element. Element or Roy. That's why I think that Instinct's going to be so deadly this tournament, because Halo is a lot of communication. A lot of people just pay attention to what's going on the screen. And, the Astro listen-ins are so clutch because of the fact that people look in certain places for a reason. See, Fear itself checked right there, pit ramp, and if he would have had a call out on where the people were, he would have took a completely different approach to that. People don't realize that.
Got Lunchbox setting up with the sniper, top of his snipe tower. Meanwhile, Enable has one in the sword. And Tom, while we're on the topic, you said Instinct's going to look dangerous this weekend. Give me your top 8 predictions.
I think that we're going to take first. Status Quo is going to take first. Instinct second. Final Boss third. No, Trigger's down third. Final Boss fourth.
Wow. FB all the way down at 4. Scott, you didn't have FB in your top 2 either, did you?
Nah, I went Instinct, Status Quo, Final Boss, Triggers down. That was my top 4.
Pretty similar.
Indeed.
I think those 4 teams are, Dynasty could come in and win the tournament, though. You never know. If they're hot, and the same with BTH, you never know. I mean, they're all individually skilled, as you saw last year with BTH winning. you know, anything could happen if a team catches fire. But I just don't know if Warriors and Carbon are ready to win the Halo 3 National Championship quite yet.
You got Fear itself tiptoeing across top yellow, and Enable is going to shut him down, charging around the corner with the no-scope. Now he's got a sniper and rockets to play with.
The T2 combo right there.
Boom. And it looks like we got Flame just sitting top of the sniper tower. Enable's going to get some easy kills here with Flame setting it up for him.
Oh, you're charging me? Don't worry, I got rockets.
Boom. And no scopes. Here comes Roy. Suck it. Oh, he dipped out.
So as you can see, the two are working together on each side of the map, Enable and Flame, and then Victory X and Ogre 2 are both on the opposite side because they just spawned. And Flame's going to try to keep Enable alive as long as possible so he can wait for Ovi and keep the sniper rifle, which is pretty much just maintaining map control.
Props to Bravo. Knows his stuff when it comes to putting together teams.
And he waited right there. Enable waited just to see if they're going to spawn courtyard and hid behind the pillar. And now he's going to push in and hopefully go for the flag.
He's got box in front of him, and there's a phase taken. Pushing in, he knows they're over by Mauler. Here's the call-outs, but he's getting fire from behind. Neighbor must have got the court spawn.
That's what I like to see, him just whip out that sniper and try to make a highlight reel. Only in the All-Star Classic you can get away with that, though.
He's on the spree. He's still got 2 shots left in that sniper, and he
Shoot by
says,
that
I'm not
body.
running this flag. Come on, man. Someone else get this. Flame, where are you?
See, there's another Astro listening possibility right there. You never know what Flame is telling him. He could say, hold on, don't run the flag. I'm coming in. And as you see, he flew in on the screen.
And Roy is going to get taken down. Solid battle rifle there from Ogre 2 as he picks up a double kill, staying alive through grenades, and he's setting up for rocks.
That was extremely clutch. Any momentum that the red team just had was stopped by Ogre 2.
And it looks like Ogre 2 just chilling in the rocket right now, trying to stay alive. Enable came to help out, but that grenade, that was a little betrayal action.
Neighbor just picked up 2 headshots with the snipe and then bodied another guy.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, Neighbor it is, my friend. And he just took down the sniper here from East Coast. So check him out. He's got fully loaded sniper, and he didn't expect a sneaky victory.
There he is, Victory X, staying alive, doing something that people, ooh, that was a close
And
shot.
he went for the no-scope. I love watching. Did he hit Fear itself there?
No, he missed.
Okay, well, Fear goes down anyway. You got 3 down here for the West Coast. Neighbor going for the new sniper off of his respawn. You got Lunchbox hiding in the Mauler, and Flame, he knows he's there. He's going for it.
I love how Flame plays. He's really been impressing me. Same with Lunchbox, too, though. Everyone has been playing really well. I played with these guys in the Dr. Pepper booth, Flame and Lunch, on my team, and both their communication is right next to each other. They like to tell people to stay alive, and that's one of the most important things in Halo. If you can tell people where you're watching and what angles you're taking, they can just do anything that they want. It's one of the most underrated things in the game.
Fear itself launching rockets. You got Neighbor with the sniper for the West Coast. Meanwhile, Lunchbox looking like he's making his way towards the overshield. Not knowing when it's going to pop, he's just chilling down low. Fear itself is going to blow himself up on the green box. Neighbor lost that sniper rifle. So you got East Coast with 2 snipers, 1 in the hands of Enable, 1 in the hands of Ogre 2. This is not looking good for West here. But Neighbor with those rockets, he's got 1 rocket left and he's pushing. Just takes 1 in the face there from Enable. West Coast sitting back, and Ogre 2 and Enable are picking them off. Ogre 2 with back-to-back snipes, picks up the double. He's on a spree. Enable, he's looking for the close-up snipes. He's got 3 shots left. He's
That was a smart play by Blue Team. They know since it's the All-Star Classic that people are going to be making a lot of individual pushes, and that's what you're seeing right now. Roy got caught in sword, Lunch is pushing through green by himself, and Fear itself stuck at camo, and they're just going to sit back and wait. Aggressive play there, works out for him.
Almost got the no-scope, but here comes the charge. Fear itself and Launchbox. Roy is going to be following them up from the green box. He's making his way towards training.
You can just tell how focused, Roy and Lunchbox are right now. So you can just tell by their body language, they're communicating, with passion. This isn't just the All-Star game, and they want to prove a point right now.
And it's the crucial game here, guys. Remember, East Coast already has 3 wins. You need 4 to win the All-Star Classic. West needing this game to send it to game number 7. Well, we're going to play game number 7 anyway. But to win the All-Star Classic, West is going to need to win the next 2. You got Fear running the flag in, and it's all going to be tied up 1-1 as he puts that one in.
And Neighbors just did a great job over there, Chris. He just gets a headshot and then bodies another guy, and he has to retreat. Neighbors playing extremely well, and now he's in a position, not the best for capture the flag on the pit, but he's still in a position to put shots down on the other team.
Let's go for the All-Star snipes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Neighbor getting hit by grenades, staying alive though, and now he's going to look top. Snipe Tower hits Victory X once in the body. Meanwhile, Flamesword just got the overshield here for the East Coast. And they're all going to be pushing after Neighbor. He knows it, and he's going to grab that green gun. Oh, it's Ogre 2. It didn't have it, but at least he made it connect, and Ogre 2 is going to pick up that sniper. Lunchbox versus an Overshield Flamesword. That's a hard battle to win, and Fear itself is going to go down as well. So all 4 dead for the West. Let's go back to the best. It's the East. And Flamesword's on a double kill. He's going to make his way bottom snipe and sneak into the flag here.
He's chewing that gum pretty ferociously and calling out at the same time. That's pretty impressive. I can't play with gum in my mouth.
I can't either. I was getting ready to say, I don't think I could ever do that. You need to keep a pack of gum on you.
It's a talented pack of stride he's got going there.
That's true.
Going up against Neighbor, puts 2 shots, gets some help with grenade, and now he knows Neighbor's going to charge.
Awesome communication right
Boom.
there. Yeah, and he weakens the guy. A lot of people don't realize that when you get a melee off right when you die, it's almost the same as a trade. As you can tell, he just got cleaned up right there. And, you know, if you call it out to your teammate right after you melee him, then he's going to be down. It's right on your X.
Free kill for Ogre 2. And Neighbor's going to win the BR battle versus Enable. Meanwhile, you got Victory X, the only one alive for Final Ball, or for East over here. He's going to run the flag.
It was a great spawn right there by the blue team.
And check out that play. Going up and over his opponent's head with the flag. Victory doesn't look back. He keeps charging in and gets the flag all the way back to his base rather than fighting.
And Enable's the last guy alive here. He's going to try to spawn him in Mauler, but unfortunately there was too many negative influence from the people dying there. And Flame spawns Courtyard and ends up running straight for the flag and getting it. So that's a smart play by both Flamesword and Enable.
Victory X doing the dirty work, getting the flag back to the base. Flamesword doing a nice job of putting it in, and now you got 3 alive for East, 3 alive for West, and you got a sniper in the hands of Flamesword with extra ammo.
And you can see Ogre 2's tendency here is to try to hold green and camo side, which is really good for the blue team because Victory X and Flame, and also Enable, all like to go training sides. So if Ogre 2 can hold that side of the map, then these guys can push up, and especially when the Overshield's coming up, it's really clutch for the blue team.
So it's 2-1. West Coast needing these next 2 flags to tie up the series at 3-3.
Flamesword's playing a little defense here because he's the last guy alive.
And he's got Neighbor to deal with. Neighbor just came through his long haul with the sniper rifle, but Ogre 2 coming off the Mauler spawn is going to spot him and force him back.
This is a smart bait and switch here. Victory X goes top turret while Flamesword takes out his BR. They probably assumed that the sniper was still top turret, and I think that's what Lunchbox was going to kill right there. But Flame knew it and then pushed, and just as you called, Neighbor was sitting there waiting for him the whole time.
And Neighbor with that sniper is chilling in the Mauler. Got a teammate, it looks like Roy there to back him up, and Roy's got to come out soon. He's going down.
That's unfortunate right there. Roy went to go take a different angle and thought someone was coming out on the needle side, which someone was, but if Neighbor could have possibly hit one of the body shots, then he would have had a little more help.
Nice double cleanup from Fear itself. There's a guy in the East pit. Flamesword is sitting there. Roy's going to battle him. He's going to have to back down from this one, waiting for Flamesword to be taken out, trying to run the flag, trying to stay alive, and he does.
It's a really good run right there. Running a BR instead of plat when they have a sniper is one of the crucial things, because if you run a plat and it's just stuck in the middle of the plat, the flag cap's pretty much over. But if it's stuck in the needle pit like it is right now, you always have the possibility of using that wall right there and then just pushing it right into the needles.
And he's doing a great job. He predicted the grenades coming in his pit, waited, tossed the flag, waited on the opportunity, waited for his teammates to push up, and now West Coast is going to put in flag number 2. It's all tied up here with 3 minutes left in regulation. Oh, it's good, man. I got that.
He has a crystal ball, Tom, you'll realize.
I had the confidence, man. All right, so Victory X, a little bit angry, pushing over to the West Coast base by himself. He's going to be taken down. You got Roy staying alive. He's been doing it for the last 2.5 minutes, basically chilling at the East Coast Mauler, finally running a flag back, but he's got Flamesword, he's got rockets in his face.
I think whoever gets the next Overshield here is probably going to win the game.
Yeah? Well, it's Lunchbox. Let's check him out. West Coast with the Overshield, but that just got shut down by Victory X.
Yes.
Did.
Good job, Vic.
Scott is such an East Coast fan. I love it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in regulation, but since it's all tied up, it doesn't matter. We're going as long as it takes to get a next flag cap. Victory being the scout has to dodge a couple grenades being thrown at his face. Flamesword with the sniper rifle once again here for the East Coast. Nice insta-explode.
That was incredible.
That was really nice. This is so smooth, that's the thing. Make it look easy. And you've got Enable over here with the T2 combo on their top turret. Snuck across passing everybody from the red team and got all of the power weapons.
Boom. Flamesword doing work with his sniper. Victory was just about to be flanked. Flame had his back, blocked the court spawns, and now they're running it over here near the training side. Love the play out of the East Coast here.
And as you can see again, Flamesword and Enable working on the turret side of the map, and Victory sneaking over there. Meanwhile, Ogre 2 is holding the camo and green side.
Now what's he doing here, Tom?
He's just waiting for the guys with the power weapons to come and get his back because of the fact that this cap is so important. He's going to take his time. They don't want to, lose control of the map when they have 2 snipers and have them counter cap because of the fact that camo and green is so open, and that's the most popular side to run the flag.
Lunchbox, the last one alive to stop Victory X. Victory scared to push in. Here comes East. They're going for that last flag. Enable's got it. Drops it off for Victory, who's going to put it in. And East Coast is going to take it. West Coast made it close, but East Coast walks away with the win. Huge props to Flamesword that way, clearing the way for Victory X on that last flag. 26 kills for him. On the other side, Roy had the best game for the West, dropping 22 in that one. T-Squared, thanks so much for joining us up in the booth here, doing a little guest commentary. Looking forward to watching you coaching Status Quo later this weekend. Let's take a look at the final scoreboard here. You got East Coast 4, West Coast 2. We're going into game number 7 when we come back.
Let's go East.